What up, people? Peace, peace. What up, folks? What up, people? Shout out to the Dime Game Division, man. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. Shout out to the Dime Game Division. What up, Portia? What up, girl? What up, little mama? Shout out to X's and O's. Shout out to Soft is Hard. What up, Brown Hornet? 1975. That was a good year. I wasn't born yet, but I suppose that was a good year. You dig? I'm more like 1985. You want to chop it up for a minute, man. Just got back from a doctor's appointment, got my stitches taken out. Doctor say we Gucci. When the doctor say you Gucci, you Gucci. It's simple as that. Recovery is going well. You did. Recovery is going well. Actually, we way ahead of schedule on the recovery, man. So that's always a good sign. You know, the doctor did a really good job again of not doing a bunch of unnecessary work. He went in there and fixed the ligament and got right up out of there. Had some bone spur. He cleaned it out. So, you know, we back in the game. I'm trying to be up in the gym. What is it? End of November. I'm trying to be up in the gym beginning of January. Hopefully, man. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna be lifting no heavy weight, but just get back in the gym, get some cardio. You know what I mean? Lose a little bit of this fat that I gained. You know what I mean? Not eating good and shit. Fast food and coffee and a bunch of sugar. Man, I went to Baskin Robbins yesterday and went hamburger. That's a Snapple top 5. Shout out to one of my subscribers, man. I'm gonna leave them anonymous, but one of my subscribers always send me gift cards. You know what I mean? She always send me gift cards and shit. And I forgot that she sent me a Baskin Robbins gift card. So shout out to her. We gonna keep your name on the tuck. But I forgot that I had this Baskin Robbins gift card, man. I went crazy on the Perlines and Cream hamburger. So shout out to her. Shit was banging too. So I went on and swipey wipey on that. But so hopefully I'll be back up in the gym around I said November, around January, man. And I'm about to get in shape like I never been in shape in my life, man. Y'all gonna see. I'm about to really get in shape, man. Talking about twice a day. It's about to go down. As soon as I get moving the way I need to, as soon as I get done with my physical therapy, I'm about to really turn up the heat on this shit, man. Like no cap. I'm about to really turn up the heat on this shit. And really with me, man, is I'm not gonna really put on a lot of muscle like I used to wear it. This time around, man, I'm gonna stay lean. Like I want to stay lean and shit. You dig? So um I might put on maybe another 10 pounds, but I just like being lean. I like the way you feel. I like the way I'm moving around. I'm walking around light. That's just, plus I'm getting older. I don't want all that weight on my joints and shit. So, I think that's what I'm going to do, man. I'm going to stay lean. I'm going to stay cut. I'm going to do a few little muscles here and there, but I ain't about to go crazy with the muscles and shit. Been there, done that, man, and it's cool, but you got to understand, like I'm a naturally thin guy. Pause. I'm a naturally thin guy, so at the end of the day, putting on muscle for me, it has a lot of wear and tear on my body and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I got to be real careful with that. So I think this time around, I'm gonna play it smarter, not harder, and just keep it lean, keep it cut up. You know what I mean? Lean and cut. I think that's how I'm gonna do it. And but I did lost a lot of weight, man. I've been taking a lot of clothes to the tailor to get it hemmed up and shit. A lot of my jeans sagging off my ass and shit. So I'm gonna have to put on a little bit of weight, to fit my clothes or whatever, but it ain't gonna be much, man. I just want to make sure I'm back in my clothes so I ain't gotta buy a new wardrobe. Ain't nobody got time for that. But that's just the way to go. I always run with you in the morning, Boogie. I had to do it without you this morning. So glad your recovery is going well. No doubt. Shout out to Fatima. Shout out to K Business Podcast. What up? What up? No doubt, man. You gotta get your workout on, man. You know what I mean? Especially for us, you know what I mean? If you like 30 and over, you know what I mean? Me, I'm 34. It's time to start living for the long haul, man. It's time to start living for the long run too. You gotta think. You dig, especially if you get that 40 and over, man. At the end of the day, you just want a strong heart. You want to be around for your grandkids. You want to live a little bit longer and shit. So at the end of the day, that's just what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? Trying to live, man, and not get up in old age and have a bunch of health problems and shit, man. To me, man, health is wealth. You know what I mean? To me, man, health is wealth, man, because at the end of the day, it's like this, man. There were times in my life where I've had a bunch of money and shit. I'm talking about like money in the bank, like liquid. And I was unhappy because my health wasn't good, right? My body was giving out on me. You know what I mean? Like my last surgery, man, that put me at like 7 surgeries, bro. Since I left the military. Every single surgery from every injury I've had came on the battlefield. I mean, I never like had any other injuries before that or after that, man. And over time, man, that shit just have a lot of wear and tear on your body, man. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't know, man, being in pain make you depressed. You dig? Being in pain all the time and shit. Like this is no cap, people. And shit make you depressed a little bit, man, because you just can't get comfortable, man. And every time, you start something, man, you got to stop because you got to get surgery and shit. It's just, it's just too much, man. You know what I mean? Like you want to live a healthy life, man. You know, like you want to live an abundant life and shit. So, you know, you got to take care of yourself, man. You know, I think with me, you know, I got to be careful because I typically don't gain weight, right? I'm talking about like a lot of bad weight. So even if I'm not eating right or drinking a lot of water, y'all hit that like button for me, y'all. Even if I'm not hydrating the way I need to, you know, it takes a lot for my body to talk to me because your body will talk to you, man. But usually I won't know till it's too late. Usually I won't know until it's too late, man. So at the end of the day, um, I just got to be ahead of the game this time, man. So, you know, it's about being smarter, man. But yeah, man, we trying to be around for our grandkids and shit too, man. Real talk. Niggas ain't trying to die at 35 or 39. You're still young, man. So, you know, that's the thing. And I go for men and women, man. You know, staying on top of your diet, man, getting enough sleep. You know what I mean? Staying away from the hard drugs and shit like that, man. Um, Dog, I barely even drink anymore, man. I only drink on occasions and shit. Like, I only drink on occasions, man. Like, I had some drinks at the Self Improvement Summit. Before that, the last time I had a drink was at the last Self Improvement Summit in Atlanta. So, you know what I mean? I don't even really drink, man. Alcohol is a depressant, man. So I only drink on occasions, man. And that's really good, man. I don't drink no beer. I don't drink no beer. You dig? And I really only drink light liquor, man. Every now and then I might drink some Crown or something, some Grand Marnier, but I only really drink light liquor. You dig? So, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, I drink a lot of wine from time to time, but but even that, man, I'm very selective, man. So I cut out a lot of alcohol in my life and shit. Um, you know what I mean? So that's always good. But yeah, only drink on occasions, man. Only drink on occasions. Y'all stay away from those gas station hot dogs, man. So yeah, man, it's up, man. Speaking of the summit, so you know, let me go in and put out the announcement right now for the people that's listening. February the 5th is the date. February 5th is the date. It's not going to change. Once I put out a date, it's locked in. It's not going to change. February 5th, Houston, Texas is up. So this is going to be the big show. This is no. Atlanta was the big show. This is the big show. You know what I mean? We having it in a hotel. You know, as soon as I get confirmation, you know what I mean. But everything should work out. We having it in a hotel conference room. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have the whole conference room to ourselves. Like we really moving on up in this thing, man. Y'all gotta understand where we came from with these summits. And I'll get into that in a minute. We having it in a hotel conference room, which is more space. There's gonna be a lot more vendors. You know, we're gonna have a DJ. Like at the summit, we're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna have a host, like a real comedian host. You know what I mean? That's gonna MC the whole summit. It's gonna be workshops, it's gonna be games. Like this is y'all see this picture in the back? Man, we came a long way from that picture, man. We've came a long way from that picture, man. Just add more to it. At least trying to, man. So, you know, it's just up from there, man. You know, shout out to anybody that ever came to a summit. You know, we trying to just do it bigger and better every time. You know what I mean? If every time we do a summit, I go back, I look at things that can be improved. I look at things that could be added, taken away. And that's just what it's all about, man. So, but that's the date, man. And I'll have more information coming out through the week. But I just want to put the date out there. February 5th, Houston, Texas, Self-Improvement Summit is going to be from 1:30 to 7:30, then the after party. And it's up, man. It's going to be just a marvelous, excellent weekend, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. It's going to be everything, man. So the rise of the masculine and feminine. That's going to be the theme. The rise of the masculine and feminine. You know what I mean? So this should be the best one yet, people. This should be the best one yet, man. No cap. This should be the best one yet, man. So y'all be on the lookout for the information, man. And I'll be posting up on Eventbrite by next week. And but if you one of my regulars that come to the summit, man, just email me. I square you away. Like the people that's the regulars, y'all know that y'all regulars. And y'all know what we got worked out. So y'all just email me and hit me up. But I'll have everything on Eventbrite at least sometime by next week. So hey man, I'm excited. This will be summit number 7. I'm excited, man. I'm happy. God is good. And it's only the beginning, man. Only the beginning, man. So I don't know where we going at after Houston. Pick a new city. I got one in mind, but right now I'm just focused on the Houston event, man. It's going to be big. It's going to be, fun, good information, good energy, good people. So, you know what I mean? We started out with a mustard seed, man, and it's growing. And like I say, God is good, man. Anything you put your mind to, man, you can do it. I'm not just saying that either, man. Anything you put your mind to, you can do it, man. Hard work, dedication, staying down, fighting through the hard times, understanding ain't nothing going to happen overnight. You know what I mean? You got to invest in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. When nobody believe in you, you got to believe in it. I'm trying to tell you, man, when the haters come out, when the naysayers come out, when people that just having a bad day, they want to throw salt in the game, boy, you better believe in yourself, boy. You better have some irrational confidence, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? You better have some irrational confidence that they don't understand. Let me tell you something, man. After the first self-improvement summit, man, and it was very discouraging, man. I had black men out here talking shit about us, man. This is from black men. You know what I mean? The same black men that sit around online all day and talk about how black men need to be building and this and that, and high value this and that. I have black men trying to shit on us for doing something positive, for building, essentially. But it's all good. It wasn't the white man that hated on us. It wasn't black women that hated on us. It wasn't the Asian man. It was other black men. And that's very, very discouraging, man. It's almost sad. It really is. It's really sad, man. It's really sad, dog. And that's about as much as I can say about it. We're trying to do some things, some positive things out here, man. Trying to provide self-improvement, man. And what's going to be added to the next summit is the actual resources, right? So this is going to be the difference between summit number 1 and summit number 7. The actual resources. So now at the Houston summit, there's going to be a lot of resources and vending. And so if we talk about mental health, there's going to be mental health professionals there. If we talk about business, there's going to be business people there. Like we got a crypto guy coming, one of the biggest crypto guys in Houston. He's going to be speaking at the summit. He's going to be putting people on with the crypto game, one of the biggest guys in Houston. So, at the end of the day, it's like we actually want to have the resources on deck. You know what I'm saying? If we talk about therapy, it's going to be therapists there. We talk about business, it's going to be business people that can actually get your startup going for you, man. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people there that can get you hooked up with the investments and so forth and so forth. So this is what we adding to the summit. And this is the new standard. So first we went from talking about what people need to do and how to go about it. But now we're going to have the actual resources on the premises. So it's slowly building up, man. It's slowly growing. It's slowly growing, man. And as you lay down the foundation and the groundwork, the people will find you too. People want to see you invest in yourself in life. I noticed that, and that's fair enough, man. It should be like that, but a lot of people don't know where to get certain resources from. A lot of people don't know what to do. So I'm gonna put it in your face right there. You know what I mean? Understand, ain't nothing in life free. You know, you got to pay for every service, man. As far as I'm concerned, look, I did a lot of every summit from the first one to now. Look, you know, put in a lot of work, man, which is fine. You know what I mean? Let a lot of people in free. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't regret it. You know, we still going to do that, but now we're trying to step the game up. So people gonna have to pay for the information, man. You know what I'm saying? We put the work in, man. 6 summits, never was a canceled summit. Always been there. The energy always been good. You know what I mean? So, we've established a good name for ourselves with the Self-Improvement Summit. We've established that we professionals, man. This ain't no lick. If this was a lick, we would have stopped at number 2 or number 3. This ain't no lick. We're taking this thing across country. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I guess the moral of the story is anything you put your mind to, you can do it. You know what I mean? I'm not like a super rich guy, you know what I mean? But we make it happen. You know what I mean? Shout out to anybody that ever donated to the summit. Shout out to anybody that ever just showed love, man. And I really appreciate that. Whether you donated $1 or $50 or $100 or whatever, man. I really appreciate it, man, because it's going to a good cause, man. You know what I mean? We're not just talking, man. We living, we walking this thing, man. So, that's just the vision. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to get bigger, man. So I can't wait, man. I wish the summit was this weekend, man. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. Houston. I haven't been to Texas in a little while, but I'm very familiar with Texas, man. So no doubt. So anyway, come out, man, and mess with us, man. Like come out, man, and enjoy the festivities, man. Come out, man, and just get a healing experience, man. Come out, get some information. Come out and fellowship, man. Come out and just party with us, man. I don't even want to call this the summit, man. I want to just call this an event because it's going to be very eventful, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very eventful, man. So I'm trying to tell you, man, this going to be lit, man. It's going to be lit, man. So anyway, moving on, man. I had to just put that out there or whatever. But oh yeah, another thing, man. Make sure you sign up early, man. You know what I'm saying? This summit is different, man. It's a lot of moving pieces. There's going to be a cutoff date. This isn't like the rest of it. It's going to be a cutoff date for where people sign up. It's going to be. It just has to be because of I have a lot of people coming. Man, y'all hold on for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. Very important call. My bad. But yeah, so that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is, man. I apologize, man. But yeah, so Houston Summit, man. You know, what I mean, sign up as early as you can because now I have to have a proper head count because of what's going on and everything, man. You know what I mean? I can't be as flexible as I used to be, but other than that, we're gonna have a good time in Houston, man. I feel it in my spirit. We're gonna have a good time in Houston, man. You know what I mean? So you'll see. Trust me, man. You'll see. And it's gonna be different, man. Cause young C Boogie gonna be walking around with a camera crew, like with a camera on me this time too, man. So y'all see, man. The summit is gonna look. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different, man. Like I'll be walking literally with a cameraman behind me. We're gonna document this the right way. So I'm gonna try not to act Hollywood, but hey man, you know what I mean? Let me have my moment, man. No, let me stop. But I'm gonna try not to be Hollywood. Y'all heard of Keeping Up with the Kardashians? You know, it's keeping up with the boogies. It's keeping up with the boogies, man. But that is, you know what I mean? That is, man. We're gonna have a really good time, man. So yeah. Yeah. But other than that, man, like what else is shaking, man? A lot of people driving in the wrong lane out here, man. I did an Instagram post this morning and I was talking about boundaries, right? I was talking about boundaries. A lot of people are experts in boundaries these days. I don't even like looking on Instagram half the time because most people post this disgusts me, man. Everything is about, I guess, coming up with a strategy or mechanism to keep people out your life. I'm like, where are the posts of people that want people in their life? Everybody trying to set boundaries, all type of alarm systems on themselves. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to be used and this and that. I'm like, yo, man, y'all are paranoid, man. Like, where are the people that like people? Where are the people that like people? That's the group of people I need to be around. I'm like, God damn, how many boundaries y'all gonna set? Y'all done set so many boundaries that y'all starting to lock people out your life. You know what I'm saying? People have set so many boundaries. I'm like, y'all are locking people out of your life, man. You dig? And it's really sad, man. Truth be told, it's really sad, man. I'm like, man, it ain't even that serious, man. You know what I mean? You got to give people an opportunity too. You got to give people a fair shake in life, man. Like you have to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is not out to get you, man. Maybe it's like this. Maybe I live in a different world. How about that? Maybe I live in a different world, man. I'm like, man, I've had some bad things happen to me. But at the end of the day, if I put it on a scale, it ain't that serious, man. Like, I come across a lot of good people too. So I just live in a different world, man. You know what I mean? People gonna try you. You know what I mean? You got to check shit at the door. But I like to live free a little bit too. And maybe that's gonna be my downfall. I like to be free, man. I can't live in bondage. You know what I'm saying? I can't live like that in a relationship. I can't live like that in a friendship. You know, I won't be like that in a marriage. I got to be free, man. And that's what I look for. Like, even when I look for women and shit, man, I like a certain type of freedom in a woman. Truth be told, man. I don't like no woman that's in bondage, a slave to validation and all of that. I like a woman that's free, man. That's very sexy and beautiful to me, man. Like when I see a woman that's just free in her femininity and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's very ill to me, man. I like shit like that, man. Within reason, within reason or whatever. But it's a certain type of freedom I look for in a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even worried about what people think about her, like a real Summer Walker type woman or whatever. I like stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman that ain't scared to go against the grain a little bit. I like stuff like that, man. Because if you think about it, all women starting to look the same. Yo, what in the fuck? My bad, this damn dump truck, man. These niggas kill me with this shit, man. Damn dump truck outside, man. Like I know y'all can hear that shit. This shit is very annoying, man. It's very annoying. But like I say, I apologize for the noise, y'all. Yo, but like I say, man, I like a real just like a woman that's free. Like a lot of women look the same these days, man. Let's keep it real. Like, let's keep it a buck. And a lot of women might think that they different. All of them look the same. They dress the same. They act the same. They got the same surgery. Like, no cap. A bunch of women is going to the store like this. Let me get a number 3. Let me get a number 2. Hold the cellulite. Let me get a number 7. Let me get a number 7. Yeah, heavy on the ass cheeks. Let me get some new jibs. I was like, yo, all of y'all look the same. They got the same hair. I'm like, yo, this is crazy, man. Like, where's the original? Yo, man, I grew up, right, in a time where you had to be original. Like, you was taxed if you took another nigga swag. Real talk. If you took somebody's swag, you had to stand on that. You did? I'm just being honest, man. It's like, yo, where are the original people, man? A lot of women are, it's like, yo, man, y'all not even trying these days, man. Y'all not even trying. And it just goes to show a lot of people are robots, man. I'm like, well, all of y'all got the same hair. All of y'all got the same ass cheeks, man. Come on, man. Give me a little cellulite. Give me a little dimple or two on your ass cheek. If that's the way you're born, you know what I'm saying? It's just ill to me, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, all of y'all cannot pass. And all of them want to look the same. I'm like, y'all not even trying to have any type of originality, man. Back in the day, you had TLC, you had Escape, you had In Vogue, right? You had and I really got a brain freeze right now. You had Brandy, you had Monica, you know, you had Maya. You know what I mean? You had Destiny's Child. You know, essentially all of these people are different, man. You had Total. I forgot. You know, you had Whitney Houston and you had Mariah Carey. You dig what I'm saying? Just two different things. You had Luther Vandross and you had Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snapple Top, man. You had Michael Jackson and you had Prince. Like, it was a lot of originality. You had Stevie Wonder and you had Bobby Brown or whatever, right? You know what I mean? Everybody was different, man. I don't know what's going on these days, man. People find something like it work for them. I'm gonna do that. Like, yo, man, you got to stamp your own swag too, because that's what's in your veins, man. That's that drip. Like, y'all know when these young boys, these young rappers talk about drip, that shit dripping from your vein, dog. That's that drip. That's that sauce that you sprinkle on everything. Like, y'all know how Beyonce said, I got hot sauce in my bag. Well, that's what it is. That sauce you carry around in your bag, man. That's who you are, your DNA. That's that. You know what I mean? Everybody got their own drip, man. You just got to find it, dog. I'm like, this is getting crazy, man. Like, how many women's Instagram pages have y'all been to? You be like, yo, this look like the last one. This look like the last one. So who's the original? Old Dirty Bastard. Rest in peace to ODB from the Wu-Tang Clan. Old Dirty Bastard, the reason why he called himself was a bastard because he said, it ain't no father to my style. I'm like ODB reincarnated, man. I love ODB. And he was right. It ain't no father to his style. He was right. He's original, dog. See what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going on with people these days, man. especially a lot of women, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. And what I think the problem is, a lot of women, they draw inference from what they see in music videos, what a lot of men like to chase or whatever. So a lot of women want to make themselves like those women that they see a lot of dudes chasing or whatever. Or like they might go past a woman's Instagram page and she got like 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers, and a bunch of likes and clicks and traffic. But really, ain't even that serious, man. So like a lot of women, they go off that. Like, I want to look like her so I can get the guys or whatever. But it's getting corny. I'm like, all y'all look the same. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, man, like if you bumped into a woman with a little gap in her tooth, that shit was sexy. Like, who had a gap in their tooth back in the day? I know Keisha Cole had a little gap. That shit was sexy. A couple people had little gaps in their teeth. Like my mother friend, Miss Sheila, was beautiful. A little gap in her teeth. I'm trying to think, man. There was a few women that had some gaps in their teeth. Man, y'all help me out, man. I'm really getting a brain freeze, man. But it was women with little gaps in their teeth back in the day. That shit was sexy, man. That shit was sexy when a woman had the gap in their teeth and shit, man. Man, y'all not even helping me out, man. People sleep, man. I got a brain freeze, man. Didn't Toni Braxton had a gap in her teeth? Was it Toni Braxton? Oh, Lord Kim. Like Lord Kim had the little teeth. She got them fixed now. Like Lord Kim had some beautiful teeth. She didn't have a gap, but it was nice, man. It was an R&B singer woman that had a gap in her tooth. Man, y'all not, man. It wasn't Keisha Cole. She came later. But the point was, that shit was sexy. Like a chick could come through with an itty bitty gap in her tooth or whatever in the front. That shit was sexy. Like, man, girl, give me that gap and shit, man. Like, niggas was on that. Now all of them got the same grill. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This is odd to me, man. Nobody want to be original. Nobody want to be themselves. You did? Being honest, man. Back in the day, a woman didn't mind being a little plus size because she knew how to dress. I mean, because the reality is everybody not made to be skinny. Everybody not going to be skinny. No matter how much surgery you got. Yeah, the girl from Floetry, she was cute too with the little gap. But no matter how many surgeries you get, your genetics says you're going to be big. So you just going to keep getting surgery. You're going to put the weight on. Everybody not meant to be skinny, man. But even the big girls back in the day knew how to dress. They was dressers and steppers. Like, yo, man, like you ever see a big girl, like a little plump in some heels, but she know how to put that shit on? Man, that's that drip, man. Like big girls used to, like now, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, we dealing with a major obesity problem. You know, it's different now. Because back in the day, like a lot of big girls, they was still halfway healthy and shit, but now it's really unhealthy these days. So I don't even want to promote that. But I'm just saying, back in the day, you will see a chick that looked like Jill Scott dress her ass off, big stepper, and she has some pretty little feet. Is like that's what made it cute because they'll come through with pretty little feet. You be like, oh, that's cute. And she had little baby hairs. You know what I mean? So like you knew it was still feminine energy going on or whatever. But I don't know what the hell going on these days, man. I just be like, wow. I damn near want to pray with dudes when I see them out. I be seeing dudes out with women with like purple hair and red hair. I be wanting to pray with these niggas. Like, yo, man, let's just bow our heads and pray. Like dudes be at legitimate 4-star restaurants, man. She got a head full of purple hair. I'm like, oh, hell no. That's just too much, man. I mean, I guess that is original, but kind of went off the deep end on that shit. They coming through with pink hair. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let's just bow our heads and pray, dear Heavenly Father. You know, bless my man, Scooby Wee Wop. He's out with his lady tonight. She decided to put on her purple wig. She's embarrassing the hell out of him in front of his colleagues. She don't even know it. Dear Heavenly Father, please give her the wisdom and the discernment to know that the purple wig is only for the family cookout. You don't wear that to a 4-star restaurant where you can embarrass your boyfriend / husband or fiance or baby daddy, whatever one that he is to her. Dear Heavenly Father, please give her the knowledge and the insight to take off the damn purple, pink, or red wig and let her come out the house with something acceptable. Indubitably. Indubitably. Amen. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I be feeling bad for niggas. I'm like, yo, man, that's just too much, bro. Like, motherfuckers be coming out there with a head full of purple hair, man. And you gotta understand, like, I mean, I'm not against it. I can take it or leave it, but if a dude has a professional job, even if he just management, like a blue collar dude, you don't want to embarrass your man and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you come through with a head full of purple hair, knowing that your husband is trying to become the night shift supervisor, and you don't even care, man. I'm like, this is too much, man. Let me tell you something. How you know a woman truly care about you? I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick, right? Y'all follow me on Instagram at Dime Game Division. I'm gonna tell you a story. I remember this was back in my military days. Man, I had CQ duty for all the ex-soldiers. You know CQ, when you got to work at the battalion overnight. So like you'll work 24 hours straight, and then you got the whole next day off. So I had CQ one night, battalion CQ. You got company CQ, battalion, and brigade. So whatever reason, I had battalion CQ duty. And CQ duty, it depends on your NCO, but some people let you leave for take a little break or whatever. But for whatever reason, I couldn't leave that day. So I had to stay up there the whole 24 hours. But anyway, my girlfriend, Stephanie, at the time, you know, I had hit her up for lunch. I was like, hey, babe, can you bring me some lunch out here? Like, I can't leave and shit. She was like, yeah, I got you. So she brought me some lunch and shit. I forgot. She might have brought me some, I don't know, a sandwich or something. But this is how I know she loved the nigga, because she came on post, right? She came on post with that shit on. Like, she didn't come up there in no bonnet and pajamas, nigga. She got fully dressed, makeup, hair. And like, she did hair for a living, so her hair was always pow, 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 pow. She always kept her, if nothing else, she kept her hair done. Snapple top fat. Nigga, she came up there, brought my lunch. You did up, nigga. Clean. I'm talking about heels on. Because she knew she was going to walk in front of the soldiers and shit. This is real talk. And she had your boy looking good. Everybody was looking. She had a big fat ass on her. You know what I'm saying? Sitting upright. She walked up there and brought me a sandwich and shit, man. She did all that just to make me look good. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's real talk. This is when you know you got a woman that really care about you, man. Because she could have dropped that shit off in some bullshit and some pajama pants. You did? And then I couldn't leave for dinner, right? So I had to stay there through dinner. I think it was like 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock, something, 7, 8 o'clock. I don't know. I know it was dark as hell. I needed her to bring me some dinner. She came up there in a whole new outfit. Man, real talk. This time she came up there, she had on a Nike tracksuit with the brand new Air Max, hit him with a complete different look. With a complete different look. Niggas was looking like, yo, I'm like, dog, this, you know what I mean? But like, she really set precedent with that, man. And I really appreciated that. Because some niggas' girlfriends used to come to CQ looking like garbage, man. Like, they just rolled out the bed, like, let me bring this nigga an Egg McMuffin. Like, nah, she came up there with that shit on. I didn't even know she had that outfit. I'm like, when was you gonna wear this? She came up there in the daytime, she came up there with the heels on, fatty banging. But at night, she came up there with the Nike tracksuit on, with the fresh white and blue Air Max that matched the tracksuit, smelling good, hair was dead, fingernails, all that, toenail had artwork on them, all that shit, man. I'm like, yo, man, that shit really made me proud, man. She paid attention to the details, real talk, because that shit can make or break a nigga. No cap. I've seen some dudes, girls come to CQ to bring them food in some bullshit. It's some bullshit. Motherfuckers don't even know, nigga. This shit is crazy, dog. This shit can make or break your name. And if you're a name brand dude, man, it's really fucking with your reputation at that point. But she was on that. And she came up there with that shit on, man. I ain't even have to tell her. And that really made me happy, man, that she really just was understanding the battlefield and shit. Like, yo, man, you got to walk past all of these soldiers. You better step. You better strut and you better step. Because everybody looking like, who that? Who that? You better step. And she stepped. Did all that shit. And then at nighttime, like the beginning of the day, she brought me like a sandwich, I think, or whatever. A sub or sandwich or some shit. At nighttime, she brought me a whole pizza. I'm sitting there with a large pizza and some wings and some whatever kind of drink she had. Nigga, I sat at that CQ desk. I ain't had that pizza myself, and I gave the rest of the soldiers the rest of that shit. Man, like, y'all dig in, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. After I got my slices, man, I gave them niggas the pizza, man, and we all split the pizza and the wings and shit. I talked to her for about 15 minutes outside. We laughed and we joked. And I had to get back to work for the rest of the night, man. But I got her a real good gift after that, man. I got her a really good gift after that. No cap. I bought her a car after that shit, man. Like, that wasn't the reason I got her the car. I was gonna do it. I bought her a car after that shit. No cap. I bought her a car. Like, she really showed the nigga something, man. And I was kind of waiting on that moment to see how she was going to represent me. She held it down. She earned that. I was going to buy her the car anyway. But that kind of expedited the whole process and shit. A couple weeks later, we was at the car lot and shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, she really, really represented for a nigga, man. So, you know, that's how it is, dog. No cap. But that's a message to the fellas, man. That's how you know if your lady care about you, man. If your lady come up to the CQ desk and some bullshit, she don't give a fuck about you, dog. Even if your girl mad at you, bro. Even if she pissed off at you, she mad, she should still represent you well. She should still represent you. She should still represent you well. I used to take my man food on CQ, sometimes give him a little, you know, before formation because he couldn't leave for 48 hours. That's a Snapple top fact. That's a Snapple top fact. And that's what women's supposed to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like leaving CQ if you can leave. Because sometimes you can leave depending on the NCO. If you can leave CQ for about 2 hours, they be like, come back. They'll let you leave at like midnight. You come back at like 2, 3 in the morning. Motherfucker, come back, get you some, come back. You know what I mean? You be done with CQ by like 7, 8 in the morning, whatever. Go home, get some sleep and shit. Like, those were the good days, dog. Motherfucker leave CQ to go get some pussy and come right back to work. Those was the best days, man. But at the end of the day, man, that's a true story, man. Shorty came up there, 2 different looks. Like the daytime, she came up there strutting with the heels on. Nighttime, she came with the Air Max on. I'm like, yo. I started to look at her real different after that. Like, you really give a damn, don't you? Real talk. I'm like, you really give a damn and shit. Shit made a nigga proud, man. There gonna be moments in your relationship with people, man, where you're gonna look at them different. Like, damn, man, you're gonna have these epiphanies and shit like that. Like, damn, man, this motherfucker really care about me, man. And don't take it for granted, man. And that's why I say, man, after that, man, I went and bought Shorty a car, man. You did? Because at the end of the day, man, look, you never want to take nobody for granted out here, dog. If somebody putting forth the effort, man, you know what I mean? You give them their roses and shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't always about trying to make somebody feel bad or chopping their head off. No, give them their roses, man. while they can smell them. You dig? No cap. Give them their roses while they can smell them, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the moment you take somebody for granted and they stop that shit, you're going to be feeling like a jackass, man. That's my thing. You're going to be feeling like a jackass, man. So, show your appreciation, man. And that means you got to humble yourself, niggas. Because at the end of the day, you can have one of those wives or girlfriends that come up to the CQ desk in some pajama pants and shit. And then now you embarrassed because your name is smutted out in the streets. You're like, damn, son. Nah. You did? Like, you want your lady to step. She got to be a stepper. She got to be a stepper. I was telling y'all a story about the self-improvement summit in Atlanta, right? So I was talking to a young lady at the time. We don't talk no more, obviously. But I was talking to a woman at the time. And I ain't gonna cap. We had only been talking for a few weeks, but this was a strong few weeks. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I think I'm gonna tell this story and get out of here. So this was a strong few weeks we had been talking, right? Like we hung out every night. From the time, this is no cap, from the day I met her, we hung out every night. It might have been one night we didn't hang out. We hung out every fucking night, man. Everywhere I went, she went. We was just hanging. I don't know why. We just had a bunch of fun together. We just had a lot of fun. And so we had the summit coming up in Atlanta. I'm like, yo, why don't you roll down to the summit with me and shit? Like, come through and shit. You know what I mean? Drive down there with me. She was like, bet. So we went out or whatever. You know what I mean? We was going to have matching outfits. This was the ill part. Like, y'all getting exclusive information. We was going to have matching outfits and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work out. Like she was going to wear this black dress and then I had on the black shirt. I had on the black and gray. So we was going to have matching outfits at the summit. So anyway, she ended up showing her ass. So she didn't come to the summit. You know what I mean? Good thing, but she ended up really showing her ass right before the summit. I was like, oh, nah, man. So she didn't go. She didn't come. But at the end of the day, though, man, I'm like, look. And she had everything set up too, a hair appointment, nails, feet, all that. Like, shorty, like you step into the summit, like you representing my name. Like I'm walking up in the summit with you. This is a self-improvement summit. You know how you gotta step, you know how you gotta carry it. You dig? Like you understand that people gonna be looking at you to analyze every flaw. You gotta be a stepper. You know what I'm saying? And I actually think she would have pulled it off because she was a naturally pretty woman. She was naturally pretty. I think she had some Indian in her family. So, she had like the wavy hair and all that shit or whatever. She was naturally pretty. Like she didn't wear a lot of makeup or nothing, like natural. So I could imagine, an hour in the mirror what she could have did. I was like, yo, we gonna step in Atlanta and shit. Until she showed her natural ass before the summit. I was like, no, I can't bring you nowhere. For real. That ain't about to happen this year. And then after I got back from the summit, she was like, yeah, I hope everything was good. I said, everything was swell. Everything went swell. All right. I mean, you don't need to know what happened and shit. You showed your ass and shit. I done went out and bought you this dress. I don't know. Maybe she'll wear the dress to somebody's wedding or something. I don't know. I done went out and bought you this dress so you can look good at the summit and you gonna show your fucking ass. The nerve of you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'd go to the summit by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I wanted to bring you because we was gonna have a good time. We've been rolling every night, every day we've been rolling. And she fucked up. Major, big time. And then had the audacity to spaz on me. I'm like, oh, hell no. So, look, everybody don't appreciate everything. That's just the moral of the story. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't appreciate everything. And the funny part, and this was the disappointing part too. This is disappointing. Because I don't get mad no more. But I get disappointed. I'm human. I don't get mad no more. And this was the ill part. This was the ill part. The woman never told me, like she never had to tell me what she needed. I came through for her every time. Every time. This was no cap. We was hanging. We was like freaking frat. She never had to tell me what she needed. You know, within reason, if I can do it, it was done. Right? And she was telling her moms about me and everything. This is a true story. She was like, yeah, you know, like I talked to my mom about you. And, you know, saying my mom said I'm happy. I feel more happy. I'm like, what you think? You think you're happy? She was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. Like, you look happy. I'm like, every time I see you, your face light up and shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But, you know, you can't bring everybody with you to the next level, dog. You know what I'm saying? When we was just rolling and having fun, she was cool. But when it was time to step up and get out here and campaign on something, she wasn't ready for that. I don't think she was ready for that. I think she was used to niggas keeping her in the house and shit like that. This is what I think. You know what I mean? I think she was used to niggas keeping her in the house and um, you know, bringing her out at night. I don't know what she was used to, but I'm like, shorty, we about to tear Atlanta the fuck up for the weekend. I hope you're ready. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're ready. And I don't think she was ready for that moment. And that's fine. That's cool. You know what I mean? You can't make nobody ready for something they ain't ready for. And had I brought her to Atlanta, I think the moment would have been too big for her. You know what I'm saying? Because again, she would have been representing me. You know what I'm saying? She would have been representing me at that point. Like, how the fuck am I going to be having a self-improvement summit and then I bring somebody with me that ain't knowing self-improvement? Like, shorty, you got to look like self-improvement first. We can't be talking about self-improvement and don't look like it. You know what I mean? Shorty, you got to look like self-improvement. And I just felt like she was too old for that shit anyway, man. I'm like, yo, man, you know, you ain't no young woman, man. Like, you know what I mean? You old enough to know how to step. But everybody ain't used to shit, man. And then sometimes, man, people could be like, man, I think this dude is too good to be true. I'm like, baby girl, I ain't do nothing but keep it a buck with you from the time I met you. I ain't never lied to you. I ain't never hold no information. You've been rolling with me every night. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had to hide my phones. I ain't none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You had access and you blew that. That was disappointing, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. I put a lot of energy into that situation, man. I was pissed off driving to Atlanta. I'm like, real talk. Because we was gonna take her truck to Atlanta and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was pissed off driving to Atlanta by myself. Like, man, you know what I mean? I just let it go though, man. I'm like, you motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put a lot of effort into that shit, man. Like, we was gonna stop. It was gonna be a thing. It was gonna be a ill weekend. You know what I'm saying? It was gonna be an ill weekend, man. But everybody ain't ready for new levels, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't ready for new levels, man. And it's cool. Cause think about that. Had I brought her to Atlanta and everything would have, you know, panned out, everything would have been good, you know. Then come Atlanta, obviously she would have came to the next summit with me. Like, all right, boom. And then the next summit. So maybe she wasn't ready for all of that and things of that nature. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. I don't think it would have worked out between me and her in the long run because the sexual chemistry wasn't all that. And that's big for me, man. I gotta have real good sexual chemistry with a woman. So the sexual chemistry, we would have had to work on that. That was the only thing. That was the only thing that I had a little issue with. She was very boring in the bedroom, man. I couldn't do it. You dig? Appreciate that cash app, Tyrell. I couldn't do it. She was very boring in the bedroom. So that would have been an issue moving forward. But other than that, man, you know, we got along really good and shit. We got along really good, man. You know, it be like that sometimes, man. It be like that sometimes, man. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some out here, man. Dude, you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some out here, man. But ain't no need to get discouraged and shit. You know, ain't no need to get this. And I ain't the type of nigga that keeps score. Let me say this. I got one more thing to say. A lot of people keep score too much for me. Like I say, me and going back to the girl, you know what I'm saying? Going back to her, it's something about women from Seattle. I think I need to touch on that in another live stream. There's something about these Seattle women that's really rubbing me the wrong way. Real talk. But at the end of the day, with her, right? I had did a lot for Shorty, man. I did. And I never kept score. You know what I mean? I did it because it's just what real niggas do. I mean, if you can do it, if you can't do it, then you can't do it. But that's just what real niggas do. Like, real niggas don't keep score, man. But I've noticed a lot of people these days keep score. They keep score, man. Or I did this for you, I did that for you. Woo, woo, woo. Like, I never kept score with Shorty, man. You know what I'm saying? I never keep score. She was a scorekeeper. And I realized that. Like, you're a scorekeeper? That's corny. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of whack and shit. And I peeped that kind of early in the game that she was a scorekeeper. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Maybe she'll let that go. But I don't like scorekeepers, man. Like real niggas don't keep score, man. Like, you gonna do it or you not. That's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? Don't be no Indian giver type motherfucker or bring us no shit up and whatever. I mean, what you do is what you do. I figured out quick, the girl was a fucking scorekeeper. And that really rubbed me the wrong way. Because I don't live like that, man. I'm more free, man. If I do something, I do it because we in the moment, man. All right, man. What you need? I got it. Real niggas don't keep score, man. Real niggas don't keep score, man. You know what I'm saying? So I realized very early she was a scorekeeper. A lot of those Pacific Northwest women are scorekeepers, man. I really noticed that too. I really noticed that, man. Shout out to my East Coast women, man. Like, East Coast women don't really keep score like that, man. I've noticed, like, out of all the places I've been and lived and people I've talked to, East Coast women don't keep score like that, like that. You know what I'm saying? For real. They don't really keep score like that, like that. For whatever reason and shit. I always felt like East Coast women were a little bit more authentic. Just a tiny bit more authentic and shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like, that keeping score shit is whack. Like, look, if you're gonna do something, do it. You know what I mean? Just do it, man. But the keeping score, nah, man. You gotta grow out of that. It just really reveals who you are. You know what I'm saying? It really just reveals who you are as a person and shit, man. Like, yo, you petty as hell. Like, don't you think this shit is beneath you? You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it just is what it is. I dated a scorekeeper, super vanilla. Had to cancel her, like Nino said. You gotta cancel scorekeepers. That shit is whack, man. Because a scorekeeper always going to tell you some shit at the most inopportune time. Like, you could be in an argument about one thing or a little back and forth about one thing. They're gonna be talking about other shit. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you a habitual scorekeeper. You know what I'm saying? Like, once it get to that point, I'm not free no more. I'm not free. I'm like, all right, nah, man, I don't like to rock with people like that, man. You know what I'm saying? That's not even in my repertoire. I don't like scorekeepers, man. I don't like scorekeepers, man. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple girlfriends in my life. I figured out over time they were scorekeepers. And like my man said, you got to cancel them like Nino. You got to, man, because that shit is whack. That shit is whack, man. No cap. I don't like scorekeepers, man. Real niggas don't keep score. Let me be honest, man. Like, if you a man, if you're a real nigga, you don't keep score, bro. And really, I don't think women, I mean, women to a certain degree, they're gonna, but women, by nature, women are compassionate. So if a woman is keeping score, that means there's a malfunction with this woman. Real talk. If a woman is a scorekeeper, she's going against her better nature as a woman, because women, are compassionate and do show empathy. They do want to nurture and care. So any woman that's a scorekeeper, that is a malfunction with that woman. That's a very bad sign. Believe it or not, man. No cap. You know what I'm saying? Like, no cap. If you're keeping score, she doesn't really like you. It's a lot of truth in that. But like I say, Shorty that was supposed to come to the summit, she was a scorekeeper. She was. She was a scorekeeper. And now, she wasn't a big scorekeeper. It was subtle, but I peeped it. It was very subtle. You know what I mean? It was very subtle. And that was a red flag for me. Because I don't like to deal with scorekeepers. But you know what I mean? It was very subtle, like, I'm like, all right, man, I see what time you on this shit. You ain't, me and you not even on the same energy frequency and shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. We're not even on the same energy frequency. So, but yeah, man, typically, and this is my personal opinion, if a woman is a scorekeeper, there's a malfunction with the woman. It's like buying a appliance from Sears, right? And you get it and it's acting crazy. Well, there's a malfunction with the appliance. The dishwasher is leaking. There's a malfunction. Because typically women are nurturers, man. They are givers. That's that nature. Women want to give. Women want to make you feel good. But if a woman is a scorekeeper, there's a major malfunction. I don't think guys realize that. I don't think guys realize that, man. And let me tell you something, man. And I've been saying this, man. A lot of dudes need to start fucking with nurses, man. Not all nurses, but I've noticed a lot of nurses, man. They very selfless women. Obviously they deal with a lot of different people and shit. But I don't know, man. For a lot of women, man, that there is a malfunction in them. And they don't really know it. They don't really know it and shit. They going against their own nature. You did. They going against their own nature. It's my personal opinion on it. It's my personal opinion. So I don't think me and her would have worked out anyway, because she was a scorekeeper. Like, nah, we can't even roll together. You did. We can't even roll together. But anyway, I'm up out this joint, y'all. Let me go ahead and bust a move. But y'all be cool. I see y'all again tomorrow morning at 9. I was a little late today, man. I had a doctor's appointment, but I'll see y'all tomorrow. And like I say, man, more announcements to come. But we got the date, February 5th, Houston, Texas. Self-Improvement Summit 7.0. February 5th. Lock that date in your mind. It's up. I mean, we coming to the great state of Texas. And it's going to be a movie, man. It's going to be the best one yet. So, that's it. Love y'all, man. Peace.